Hi guys, so in this session we'll see how to insert a node after the given data in a single linked list. So again, let's suppose this is your linked list and your linked list divided in two parts, info part and your link part. Link part contains the address of the next node. This is the first pointer which always points to the first node of a linked list. Now let's suppose we want to insert a node after the given data 20. Let's suppose the data is given 20 and we want to insert a new node after 20. So now tell me guys, first theoretical concept, let me clear the theoretical concept first, then after that we'll write the code. So we want to insert the node after the data value 20. Tell me first which all addresses are important. See, first address which is important is 100, which we will get since this 100 is assigned in the first variable. So value of first is 100. This address 500 is also important, and since you know that 500 is nothing but the address of a newly created node which is assigned to your PTR, so this address is also available. Now which is not available is, let's suppose if you want to insert this node after the data value 30. So what all changes will be there? Now if this node will come after 200, so this link part should contain what? The address of next node. Since this next node 50 will come after 20. So in the link part, what you want address 500, right? So this 500 is important and this 200 is important because we want to reach to the address where your data or where the data value is 20, because after this you want to insert the node. So this 200 is important. Next address which is important is what? Now since this you will insert after this node 20, so this should contain the address of next node which is 300. So this address is also important, which is 300, right? So you can get 500 which is PTI, you can get 100 which is first. So you will have to reach till address 200, and 300 address is not required because the link part of 200 is 300. So you can get 300 from 200, that's not an issue. So no need to take any extra pointer for this address 300. 300 you can get from what? 200, right? So we'll write a code for this. I am again writing a simple function void insert after data. So initially I am taking just one pointer. I am writing struct node star ptr. So I am allocating the memory. I am writing ptr is equal to struct node star malloc size of struct node. So once you write this gets created and the address 500 is assigned to PTR. So number one thing is done. You have created the node, you have assigned the address of a newly created node to the PTR. Fine. Now what you need now is, now you want to move the pointer to the location or to the address where your data value is 20. So you want to insert a node after the given data node. Let's suppose take the int data. I am taking one more parameter, one more variable int data, because we want to insert the node after the given data. And I am scanf %d comma address of data, and let's suppose the data value is 20, after which you want to insert the new. Now I want a pointer pointing to the address node 200 where your data value 20 resides. So I am taking one more pointer. Let's suppose that pointer is CPT. I want to move this pointer. So I am writing CPT is equal to first. The value of now CPT is what? 100. Right. Now I will write a condition. I will write a loop here. So then my pointer points to 200, because above this address you have value, you have data which is 20. So what you will write? You will write while, and this is data integer. You cannot compare an address to an integer. You have to compare this info part with the data. So this is what? While CPT arrow info is not equals to data, you keep on incrementing the pointer. CPT is equal to CPT arrow link. Now let's suppose you have written this code. CPT info. CPT is 100. 100 info is 10. Data value is 20. 10 not equals 20. Condition true. CPT is equal to CPT arrow link. CPT moves to what? 200. Right? 200 info is 20. 20 not equals 20. Condition is false. You will come out of the loop. So at this point of time, your CPT is pointing at 200, which you want. Right? Now I told you first thing, thumb rule. the block which is seen, this block is empty initially. Now you have to write the address here. Which address you are going to write here? You are going to write here 300, right? This should contain what? 300, so that it should link to your next one. So what is 300? 300 is nothing but CPT info is 20, CPT link is 300. This is PTR info, this is PTR link. So in this PTR link, after this you can write a PTR arrow link should contain what? It should contain 300. But what is 300? CPT arrow link is 300. So PTR arrow link is equal to CPT arrow link. So now this is containing 300. This is also done. Now after this, this step is created. You have created node. You have assigned 300 here. Now what is required? What is important is that 300. You should replace this 300 with the address of your newly created node, which is the PTR 500. So what you are going to do? You will write CPT arrow link, which you want to change, which is 300. Now I want to change it to your 500, and 500 is nothing but your PTR. That's it. So I am again repeating the code. So what you will do? You will create this node. So we have created this node, right? And we have moved a pointer to the point where the data value is 20. So that address is 200. So we are going to move the pointer to 200. We have moved that pointer by comparing info with data. Since this is integer because we want to compare with the data. Data is integer, so you cannot compare address with integer. You have to compare an integer with an integer. This info part is integer. So CPT arrow info not equals data. Keep on incrementing the pointer till it reaches the address where the data value is 20. So at this point of time, your CPT is pointing at 200. So now what you require? You want to change this address to 300. जो मैंने आपको बताया था that you should first fill the block which is empty. So you want 300 here. 300 is nothing but CPT arrow link is 300. So we have changed PTR arrow link to CPT arrow link. तो यहाँ पे आ गया 300. This is done. Now what next? You want to change this address also because अगर ये node यहाँ पे आएगी, this link should contain what? 500 and 500 link should contain what? 300. So you are writing that CPT arrow link is equal to PTR. So here 500 comes. Now this gets connected with this and this gets connected with this. That's it. Thank you so much.